How are we doing, guys? Leeds 0, Liverpool 3, post-match review of the game, just outside Ellen Road here. You guys seem to like it when I filmed it inside the car last time, so I thought I'd do the exact same again. Bit of a different kind of setting this. Yeah, guys, just didn't happen for us today. Needless to say, it just didn't happen for us today. I mean, yeah, we've just come up against a team of very, very high quality, a team that's without doubt going to compete for the Premier League and Champions League this season. You look at the Liverpool starting 11, you look at the Leeds starting 11. Again, I really like our squad, but realistically, how many of that Leeds starting 11 gets into the Liverpool team? One at most in terms of KP. Maybe you can argue other positions, but really, if we're being honest, it's one position at the very most in terms of KP. The quality difference was huge, and I think that's really what told today. Yeah, there might be questions about obviously Rodrigo starting over Click, or Rodrigo starting at all after obviously the way he started this season, but ultimately, Click obviously wasn't fully fit. The fact he didn't come on, the fact Roberts came on before Click, that's probably the only real thing you can look at in that kind of sense. We put out the starting 11 that we had to, really. That was the only really real options we had. Obviously, you know what? I'm going to start with a slight positive. We had a big chance at 0-0. Big chance at 0-0. Whether it had been allowed had it gone in, I don't know, because there's possibly a foul in the build-up. But a lovely pick out of Rafinha into Bamford. Again, just needs to go either side of Alisson. He goes straight at him. And that's it, really, in terms of Leeds starting the game okay. As soon as we miss that chance, Liverpool just go up the other end. And obviously, Salah's picked out by Trent Alexander-Arnold. That right-hand side is just so dangerous. Possibly one of the best right-hand sides in Europe. One of the best sides in Europe in terms of Alexander-Arnold and Salah. The way they obviously combine. And they do combine for that first goal. Bit disappointed with how easily the cross comes into the box, the fact that Salah's got that space. But again, it's just so quick. The speed Liverpool do things at. You look at it at times today. Liverpool play a loose pass into the front three, but the ball sticks. Every single time the ball sticks. If Mane's having a loose pass where he just looks 70-30 against that he's not going to get to the ball, the ball just sticks every single time with that Liverpool front three. This difference in quality, you can just tell it from a mile off. Everton came up here 3 weeks ago. They look good, but this is like just different quality. This is a team that's going to compete for the very biggest honours. This is the team that's won the Premier League and Champions League in the last 2 or 3 years. So we've come up against a good team today. There's no shame in losing 3-0, especially with 10 men as well. And by the way, let's hope that, obviously in terms of what's happened to Harvey Elliott today, that's not serious, because you never want to see that happen in a football match. Again, I can't comment on whether it's a red card for Struijk or not. I can't comment on that because I've not watched it back since. I will watch it back obviously tonight and probably be able to give you a bit more of an opinion on that. So I'm not going to comment on that, but let's just hope it's not serious on Harvey Elliott, because he's a top talent. He's a top talent. You don't want to see top talents get injured, no matter what team they play for. So that's something I just wanted to say. So obviously, somehow we go in at half time, 1-0 down. Mane has missed one of the misses of the season off Mane. At 1-0. That's a small victory, isn't it? I know he scores the third, but at least he produced the miss of the season at 1-0. But I don't know how he missed it. I don't know how he fired it so far over. He does do. We get away with it big time going in at half time 1-0, if I'm being totally honest, because from the sort of 15-20 minute mark, Liverpool are just completely dominant. We can't press them. Van Dijk and Matip are just basically defending on the halfway line. They're that far pushed up. We're pushed way back. We can't get out, and that was pretty much the theme for the sort of last 20-25 minutes of the second half, and of the first half, sorry. And that's what the top quality teams do. That's what the top quality teams do. I think the result's a combination of a number of things, really. I think, but most of all, it's the quality difference. Second half starts, we just can't really get going. We just never really looked like getting back into it, even at 1-0 down. I just can't really think of anything before they get the second goal. Again, the second goal's from a set piece, which is disappointing. It's disappointing, the set piece, because it's the fact that Fabinho scored. No disrespect to Fabinho, but if it's Van Dijk scoring, if it's a fantastic delivery into the box, I can probably, accept that a little bit more. But it's the fact it's a bit of a scrappy goal. Remember 2-0 down. Struijk gets sent off pretty soon after that. You just know it's going to be a case of let's just try and keep it down to 2. We had a couple of chances, maybe second half, just kind of one-off kind of chances. Rafinha, lovely bit of work on the right, cuts it back into Roberts. I think Roberts has 2 actually. He has one with a header, which he should probably score. It's quite a weak header off on Alisson. And then he has one with his left foot, which doesn't really connect with properly. And that's just disappointing in that kind of sense. And yeah, I think today we needed the likes of Rafinha, Bamford, Harrison to be 8, 9 out of 10. And they just weren't quite that today. It's not their fault. We couldn't keep the ball. I mean, the amount of times we gave the ball away today is incredible. Just some of the pass selection was terrible. But again, when you're up against a team of this quality, when they're pressing you high up the pitch, when you know if you lose it, when the pressure is, the pressure's huge, because you know if you lose the ball to a Mane or Salah, they're going to punish you at the other end, and that's what's sort of told today. Newcastle's going to be tough next week, but I'm not looking at this result today and panicking about Newcastle all of a sudden, or any less confident going into that Newcastle game because of today. Loads of teams will get beat heavily by Liverpool this season. Liverpool will be competing for the title this season. There's a good chance Liverpool win the title this season. Look at the players they've got on that pitch. Van Dijk, Salah, you're talking like amongst the best players in the league here. Not just really good players, the best players in the league. In Salah and Van Dijk's case, you'd probably make an argument they're amongst the top 5-10 players in the world. That's what we've come up against today. And you're not going to come up against that every single week. It's just the fact, obviously, in terms of the fixture list, Man United away, Liverpool at home, even Everton, it's as difficult a start as you can probably realistically come up with, really. So yeah, we just got to keep calm. There's certain things today I wasn't happy with. In terms of Rodrigo and Firpo's performances, I was disappointed. The fact that there probably are more experienced players against this calibre of opposition. Calvin was a big positive, I thought. He was very, 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 very good today. Just the rest of the team wasn't quite at his level, and that's ultimately what we needed today. We needed a little bit of luck and top quality performances from the key players today, and we just didn't really get either. Third goal goes in. I don't know how Mane hasn't scored before that. Mane must have had 10, 12 shots today. It wouldn't surprise me if Mane had more shots than what we did as a team today, to be honest. It felt like, how he didn't score before that, I don't know. He's took the third goal really well. And you just have to accept that. I thought Aylan, to be fair, when he went in at centre-back, some heroic blocks off Aylan. He had a shocking game at right-back, to be honest, against Mane, but he really just showed the character, I think, at 2-0, because it could have been a lot worse. When you go 2-0 down, 10 men, we're not going to have a lot of the ball at that point. It could have been a lot worse at that point, but we did show a bit of character to not completely embarrass ourselves, but yeah, we'll bounce back. We will bounce back from this. Newcastle, West Ham, Watford, next 3. If we can win 2 of them, then we're fine for me. We're okay going into that October international break. 6 points from that, I'd definitely take at this point. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. I think we were saying the same kind of thing ahead of Burnley. We've now got to go in to that Newcastle game and put in a performance. At the very least, put in a performance, because really, these first 4 games, we've shown glimpses, but we've not really put in a top performance today, or even a very good performance. We were okay against Everton, but yeah, we need more. We need more from this Leeds team, but we're going to get more because we've got more winnable games coming up. And that's it, really. I think I've been rambling quite a bit there. I'm going to stop rambling now. I've been Oscar Marriott. Leeds 0, Liverpool 3. Post-match reaction. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And obviously, we've done the Yorkshire Peaks recently. If you can donate, you will have heard about this before, but if you can donate, it's a fantastic cause. We did the Yorkshire Peaks on Friday morning, which took us into Friday night. 24.5 miles, 5,200 feet of elevation. We managed to do it in just over 11 hours. We were absolutely buzzing with that time. So if you can donate, we did it for the LUFC Foundation. And it was an absolute pleasure to do it. Thanks so much for your donations already, guys. We're just coming up to, I think, 1,200 raised, which we're absolutely buzzing about. I am buzzing about it. Sorry, it's just today's game is just completely... It's a confidence dampener, isn't it, today? But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I've been Oscar Marriott. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you later. See you later.